Imagine the beautiful green lands of Washington state. See the tall mountains, picture the quiet forests. But deep, deep below, something is moving. Scientists have found something new. It is very, very big. And it might be a little scary. This discovery changes how we see the ground under our feet. It tells us our planet is alive. It is always changing. Our world has secret places, hidden deep underground, holding immense power. This is not a monster from an old story. So what is a magma corridor? Let's explore this. Imagine deep inside the Earth, there is a layer called the mantle. It is made of rock that is extremely hot. So hot it can melt in some places. This melted rock is called magma. Magma is lighter than the solid rock around it. Because it is lighter, it wants to go up. It is like a hot air balloon rising in the cool air. This rising magma needs paths to travel through. These hidden paths are the magma corridors. These corridors are not like simple, straight pipes you see in a house. They are huge, twisting networks. They can be hundreds of miles long, sometimes even thousands. They are like the blood vessels in our body. But instead of carrying blood, they carry superheated, molten rock. They move heat and rock from deep inside the Earth. They connect the hot heart of our planet to its cooler surface. They are the secret builders of giant volcanoes and tall mountain ranges. Now, let us travel to Washington state in our minds. It is famous for its green forests. It is known for its high Cascade mountains, and of course its well-known volcanoes. Mount Rainier stands tall. Mount St. Helens is a reminder of past power. Mount Baker watches from the north. Scientists now think these are not just separate mountains. They believe these volcanoes are connected. They are part of a much bigger system, hidden below. This system gets its fire from the newly understood magma corridor, a huge river of molten rock flowing silently beneath. This magma corridor under Washington is truly enormous. New studies show it is one of the biggest found in North America. It runs for a very long distance under the state. It is many miles deep, so we cannot see it directly. But we can feel its effects. We see it in the extra heat found under the ground. We find clues in the types of rocks the volcanoes produce. We notice it in the tiny movements of the land. It is like a giant sleeping beast hidden from our eyes. Section 4. Peering into the abyss. The science of detection. How did scientists find this giant hidden secret? They did not dig a huge hole down into the earth, that would be impossible. Instead, they used clever, indirect ways to look. They listened very carefully to the earth. They scanned it with special tools. It is much like how doctors scan inside the human body without cutting it open. One main tool is seismology. This is the study of earthquakes. Small shakes or big earthquakes send waves of energy through the earth. These earthquake waves, called seismic waves, travel in different ways. They move differently through different kinds of rock. Importantly, they slow down when they pass through hot, partly melted rock. It is like light bending when it goes through a glass of water. Scientists put many sensors called seismometers all over Washington. These sensors made a network. They listened to how earthquake waves changed as they moved deep underground. This helped them make a map of hot, soft areas where magma might be hiding. It's a kind of X-ray for the Earth. Another smart technique is called magnetotellurics. This method measures natural electricity and magnetic fields in the Earth. Melted rock, the magma, can carry electricity much better than solid cold rock. By measuring these small changes in electricity in the ground, scientists can see where magma is stored. It is like using a special detector to find hidden wires in a wall, but for the Earth's deep crust. These methods, working together, help paint a picture of the unseen world far beneath us. Section 5. When the Earth roars, the perils of a restless giant. So, this huge magma corridor lies hidden beneath Washington. What are the dangers this presents? The clearest danger is from volcanic eruptions. Many people remember Mount St. Helens erupting in 1980. That was a very powerful and destructive event. A large, active magma corridor means there is a steady supply of hot magma. This supply could fuel future eruptions. These eruptions might be even bigger, or they could happen more often, or they might even happen in new places along the length of this corridor. But it is not just about hot lava flowing down a mountain. Volcanic eruptions also create huge clouds of ash. This ash is made of tiny pieces of rock and glass. These clouds can travel for hundreds, even thousands of miles. Ash can stop airplanes from flying all over the world. It can get into machines and make them break. It can also make it hard for people and animals to breathe. Think about the volcano in Iceland in 2010. It closed airports across Europe. A big eruption in Washington could do similar things, affecting many places. Then there is a danger called lahars. Lahars are like fast-moving rivers but made of wet concrete. They are volcanic mudflows. Volcanoes like Mount Rainier have a lot of snow and ice on top. If the volcano erupts, this snow and ice can melt very quickly. The water mixes with volcanic ash and rocks. This mix creates these dangerous flows that can rush down valleys. They can travel very far from the volcano. They can cover entire towns and roads. The presence of a large magma source makes this risk more serious. Besides big eruptions, there are other hazards to consider. Sometimes superheated water underground can suddenly turn into steam. This can cause hydrothermal explosions. The movement of magma underground can also trigger earthquakes. The ground itself can swell up or sink down. This can damage buildings, roads, and bridges. Volcanoes also release gases like sulfur dioxide. These gases can make the air unhealthy to breathe and can affect the local climate. This is not just about one volcano. Section 6. A call to vigilance, knowledge as our shield. This new discovery, while it might sound scary, is not a sign that disaster is about to happen. Instead, it is a very important call. It is a call for us to do more research. We need more careful watching of these areas. We need to understand more. Knowledge is our best protection against the dangers of nature. The more we learn about this magma corridor, the better we can prepare ourselves. We cannot stop the Earth from changing, but we can learn to live with its powerful forces more safely. This is the true strength of science. What does this mean for the people who live in Washington? And what does it mean for all of us? It means we should support the scientists. These scientists study these amazing and powerful Earth systems. It means we should help pay for better ways to watch the volcanoes. We need more seismometers to listen for earthquakes. We need more GPS stations to watch the ground move. We need satellites to keep a constant eye from above. Early warning systems are very important. They can save many lives. They can give people time to move to safety. Making sure everyone knows about this is also very important. People need to understand the risks, not so they live in fear every day, but so they are informed and ready. They need to know what actions to take if a volcano erupts or if there is a big earthquake. Families should have emergency plans. Communities should build stronger buildings and roads. This new knowledge about the Washington magma corridor should be part of this education. It is about creating a habit of being prepared, a habit of respecting our planet's great power. The Earth is an amazing and always changing planet. It gives us everything we need for life. It shows us incredible beauty, but it also has a fiery, powerful side. Discoveries like this huge magma corridor remind us of our place in the universe. We live on a world that is shaped by truly immense forces far beyond our control. By working to understand these forces, we make ourselves stronger. We change from just watching things happen to being smart and prepared. This knowledge is not meant to be terrifying in the end. It is meant to empower us. It is our best shield.